Okay, this is going to be just a short, quick video to kind of go over how we're going to be conducting our Meshtastic field test on April 24th. And here the intent is to try to figure out a way that we can measure propagation and reception around Treasure Lake in such a way that we can figure out where to put um, the solar nodes if needed. So here we go. What I did is I took our standard field test map and put a grid over it. So you can see here we've got the rows are letters A through T, and then the columns are numbers 1 through 16. So for example, if I was to find my house here, see if I can get the I'm going to pause this. Okay, got my handy dandy laser pointer going here. So if I wanted to say transfer from my house would be right about here. So that is grid 09. And that way we can easily identify different locations around Treasure Lake from where we're going to make attempts to send signals on Meshtastic. So the way we'll do it is on the transmit stations. Probably initially we're going to put the solar node up at the water tower, up towards the clubhouse, and that'll be the receiving station. And I'll mark that on the map with a big red X, R, where that is located. And then we'll disperse, and everybody will go to different transmit locations. Maybe you want to check the area around your house, so you'd head there. And then when you get to a particular grid point that you want to transmit from, you transmit the grid ID. Say if you're at G4, that's what you would transmit using your cell phone going through your Meshtastic radio. And then you'd want to mark the number of that transmission. So your first one would be 1. You just put a 1 in that grid, so we'll know, and you'll know where you made your transmissions from. So it'd be a pretty easy way to track that. And then you go to the next transmit location and repeat until you're complete. Now we're probably going to have to coordinate the radios on and off so that only one station transmits at a time. Everybody else will have to have their Meshtastic radio off, or we'll get Meshtastic doing what it does best and linking the message through all the different nodes. And what we're looking for here is just how does one node propagate at one location. And then on the receive station, I've got that set up, the solar node. I've got it set up with my tablet, and when it receives a signal, what it's going to receive will look something like this. Excuse me. This is the results that Judy and I had on my tablet from the test we did around Lake Bimini. And you can see that in that test, Judy was just sending the number of the transmission that we're making. And what we'll be doing here is sending not the number, you'll be marking that on your grid map, but you'll be sending the grid that you're in. So what we'll end up with is on my tablet, it'll be a list of the received signals by grid with a measure and color code of the strength of the signal. And that should be pretty slick. So that way we can capture that data on my tablet, and then we can come back. And this is an example of what that plotting might look like. For example, this is F4 right here. There's a green signal. The radio R, the receiver is up here by the water tower. This is an orange dot and a yellow dot. A red dot would be no signal received. So what that'll give us is if we get enough people doing this, we'll get a pretty good array of color-coded signal strengths that we can look at and identify where a good spot might be to put another solar node, and we could run another test, and then if we start seeing green and orange dots appearing where now we've got red and yellow ones, that would give us an indication of what an extra node might do for us. So that's about it, and I'll post this, and you can take a look at it if you like. So this is K3SKS 73, and I'm clear.